if you look at the women's hooping page, the two most common people for fighting are Marina Mabrey and Sophie Cunningham. And the two of them being on the same court, I mean, anything can happen.
Send the rest of the league a message. The WNBA missed an opportunity to take that. By the way, referees completely bleeped that whole thing up. I mean, they effed it up.
Did that just really happen? That's what everyone thought when Marina Mabrey's controversial shove on Caitlin Clark set the WNBA ablaze. But what really shook fans even more was what came after. A series of calls, ejections, and heated reactions that no one saw coming. Is the league losing control of its own rules? Or was this just chaos playing out on the hardwood? Stay tuned as we break it all down. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. The game was already intense when it happened. Marina Mabrey of the Indiana Fever delivered a shove to Caitlin Clark during the matchup against the Connecticut Sun, and in that instant, the entire atmosphere shifted. Players froze, fans erupted, and commentators scrambled to keep up with what had just unfolded. This wasn't just a typical foul. It was a flashpoint that turned the game into one of the most controversial nights in recent WNBA history. For a moment, it wasn't about the teams anymore. It was about the league's reputation. What followed was pure chaos. Caitlin Clark, clearly caught off guard, didn't hold back her reaction. Her frustration boiled over, which earned her a technical foul, adding fuel to an already blazing fire.
Kathy Engelbert, get some real referees and fire every one of them mother-scooting sons of bees out of there. Get them out.
If you're a crash-out artist, in Marina Mabrey, and to be fair, like it happens. Like, did you not remember how many times Marina Mabrey would just get in somebody's face and...
On top of that, the officiating during those heated moments left fans stunned. Somehow, Marina Mabrey wasn't ejected from the game after what many argued was a clear flagrant 2 foul. Instead, the game pressed on, with emotions running high and no resolution in sight. Even the game's broadcasters weighed in, saying bluntly, if they would have just ejected Marina Mabrey, this probably wouldn't have happened. But the controversy didn't end there. After the game, the WNBA officially upgraded Mabrey's foul to a flagrant 2, a post-game decision that only doubled the outrage. Fans and players alike were quick to point out the inconsistency in officiating. Earlier in the same matchup, Sophie Cunningham was ejected for a foul that didn't seem anywhere near as severe. The comparison was unavoidable and only deepened the frustration. On social media, many pointed fingers at the league, accusing it of favoritism and mishandling the situation. And then there was Caitlin Clark's technical foul for reacting after getting poked in the eye during the scuffle. Fans couldn't believe it. How could the victim of a foul end up penalized?
Mabrey came in with the Kennedy Carter body slam heard around the world.
She got her fine, and I wonder if, like, Marina Mabrey will make more money. She's infamous as well. Like, I talked about this in my Sophie Cunningham video earlier. Like, these players are infamous.
It all painted a picture of inconsistency that wasn't just bad refereeing. It felt like a deeper flaw in the system. This single game became a lightning rod for criticism, bringing the WNBA's officiating into question and sparking debates across the internet like wildfire. But Marina Mabrey wasn't done making headlines. Her response would take the entire narrative in a shocking direction. When the internet came for Marina Mabrey after the Caitlin Clark incident, she didn't back down or offer an apology. Instead, she took to TikTok to fire back with one blunt statement: "Every time they comment, I make dollars." For some, it was the ultimate mic drop, a confident way of turning the hate into a business move. But not everyone saw it that way. A lot of fans felt she wasn't just ignoring the controversy, she was fueling it. This kind of response shouldn't surprise anyone who's followed Mabrey's career. Known as a crash-out artist, she has built a reputation as one of the grittiest, most aggressive players in the league. Some call it passion, others say it's reckless. Either way, this isn't her first run-in with controversy. Social media lit up, with one half of fans applauding her for staying true to her unapologetic style, and the other half calling her reaction arrogant and dismissive.
So Marina Mabrey has responded to the to everything that's going on in my opinion, the best way possible.
There's a word, it's called karma. Yeah, it's karma. Of course, the other night, there was a Connecticut Sun-Indiana Fever game.
Comments like, "She knows what she's doing, and that's why she'll always be a fan favorite," were met with others saying, "This is exactly why people can't take her seriously." But Mabrey's response wasn't just about her. It might have shifted the focus back onto the league. The WNBA upgrading her foul to a flagrant 2 days after the game raised even more questions. If the foul was so serious, why wasn't she ejected on the spot? Instead of addressing the officiating inconsistencies, the league's delayed response came across to some as an attempt to calm the backlash rather than holding Mabrey accountable. Between her TikTok comment and the league's damage control, fans were left wondering who was taking responsibility for what. Could her bold response have been a strategic way to change the narrative, or did it just highlight the lack of remorse behind her actions?
Every time they comment, I make dollars. And I mean, I don't think she's wrong. I don't think she's wrong. Like, that is probably the best way to respond.
And as she was reeling from that, Marina Mabrey came in with the Kennedy Carter body slam heard around the world. Just
either way, Mabrey managed to make this less about the shove and more about her as a headline-worthy personality. Meanwhile, the WNBA faces even tougher scrutiny over how it handles officiating and public accountability. With all eyes still on this incident, where does the league go from here? The Marina Mabrey-Caitlin Clark incident wasn't just a heated on-court moment. It felt like a tipping point for the WNBA. With fans already frustrated by inconsistent officiating, this game brought those frustrations into full view.
Slammed into the side of Caitlin Clark and sent her viciously flying to the floor. Now, of course, many of you were like, can we ban her?
Best way to respond is by just laughing about it. Laughing about it, like pretending that it doesn't bother you, and I don't think this bothers Marina Mabrey.
The delayed decision to upgrade Mabrey's foul showed how reactive rather than proactive the league can be. Moments like these don't just fade, they leave questions about whether the WNBA can uphold fair play. What do you think? Did the league handle this right, or is it time for real changes? Because in a league built on fairness, they've got two options: fix the system or let chaos win.